Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we're going to do something a little different. I have got my project 5 looks 1 palette project going on, where every week I pick a new palette and do for 5 days 5 different looks with that palette. So I thought mainly that is something that I share on Instagram, but I thought that I could share it on YouTube. So I thought that every day I could do my eye look with you guys, and we could do the 5 looks in this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but we could do the 5 looks together. I've got all my makeup done for the day, and this week's palette I'm going to be working with is the Smokin' Hot palette from Colourpop. So it looks like this. So I think this is going to be a little bit challenging because the colors are all kind of the same. So we're going to try to do 5 different looks with this palette. 5 different looks. I mean, this is a 30 pan palette, but we've got a lot of shades that are kind of the same here. So we're going to try to do 5 looks that are kind of different. And I'm not like a big artiste that does a lot of eye looks. I got to make eye looks that are basically, I got to go to work. So I got to make looks that kind of are work appropriate, but today is Sunday. I'm not going to work, but I am going out, so I've got to make a look that is, what am I saying? I mean, I can look however I want to when I go out, so I can make whatever look I want to look going out, but I'm not going to be making an Instagram. I'm not going to be making an Instagram look today. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. So I'm going to start out with this color called Heat Wave. Heat Wave. I think I've used this color before. I have in mind the kind of look that I want to do. So we're going to try and see how many different kinds of looks we can do with this palette. We are in the late stages of summer. We're coming up upon the late stages of summer. So I thought this palette would be appropriate. I kind of like the late part of summer, early part of fall, where we get these kind of, I don't really do like, I'm not really known for doing like, well, this is the kind of look I do in fall, this is the kind of looks I do in winter, this is the kind of looks I do in spring. I mean, I will like for my channel, but for everyday looks I don't really do that. But I thought I would bring this palette out for that. Because I do enjoy a warm tone palette. I do. I really do. So we got that. And then I'm going into this Death Valley color, which is a shade. Oh, that is powdery. Which is a shade with sparkles. But we all know that the sparkles in these Colourpop shades really don't show up that well. And I'm going into the inner part of my eyelid here. And I'm going to put that on my eyelid as well. It's kind of a cream color. And blend it in with that color there, that Heat Wave color. Death Valley and Heat Wave. I do love this palette. I think it was a gift from my good friend Gloria, who is Gloria Panhorst on this channel. I will try to remember to link her channel down below. in the description box. That is one powdery color. I'm thinking of putting these up on Mondays. I do these looks Sundays. I'm filming this on a Sunday. It will go up not tomorrow, but the following Monday. I'll be onto a new palette by then. I'm not sure which palette I'll have by then. Well, I love using these light colors like that. It does have a sheen to it. This color does have a sheen to it. Does it though? Maybe that's just in my head. Go back into that heat wave color. This might be a longer video for those of you who like my longer videos. Let me know in the comments if you like the longer videos. Let me know if you like these 5 looks videos. Okay, I'm going to go into chai latte for my outer color. And just kind of blend that in. Although I'm just going to do a small amount of blending. I don't want to lose that heat wave color. I'm going to get that heat wave color back. I'm going to blend those two together and give this look some dimension. Okay, we're going back into Death Valley. To bring this all together. And I want to have Death Valley on the inner part of my eye. Should we go for an all matte look? No, let's bring in one. Let's bring in one shimmer. One shimmer. And what should it be? Let's try this gold dipped. Let's gold tipped here. just on the back part, the back half. This is kind of a crunchy feeling, kind of. Is this a glitter? No. It just feels like kind of a glitter. It just feels kind of glittery. Just have a light dusting of shimmer on today. Let's clean this look up. Okay, let me go put on some eyeliner, and put on my mascara and put on my wig, and I will be right back with the final look. Okay, so this is look number 1 that I did with the Smokin Hot palette. I did use hot chocolate on as my eyeliner, and the shade Sahara as my inner corner highlight that I did. So this is look number 1. So let's go ahead and hop into look number 2. Okay, so here we are on day number 2. We're going to be doing a little bit more of a orangey look, I think, today. So I'm going to probably be starting out with this color and then using some more, I don't know, but I don't know, I'm thinking about using this color, but maybe this shade here, I don't know, but we're staying mainly in the oranges. I'm going to start off with that color there called Peach Margarita. Oh, I went out yesterday for lunch with a friend, and I had a margarita for the first time in a long time. It was a strawberry margarita, but it was strong. I only had the one margarita. Then we went and saw Weapons. It was a really good movie. But that just made me think of that I had a strawberry. I didn't have it. I don't think they had peach margaritas. But it was nice and strong. I didn't get drunk or even really tipsy, which I'm surprised I didn't, because it's been a long time since I had any alcohol. We had lots of food to soak it up. Lots of food. Had chips and salsa. Had stuffed jalapenos. Oh my gosh, I ate so much. Had a taco salad. They were playing great 80s, 90s, and 2000s country music on the PA system. Or as music, whatever you call it. It was a real good time. But it's back to work today. We're getting ready for work today. So we've got that look on. And now we're going to go into Okay, we used Heat Wave. We're going to use Showstopper today in the crease. This is a nice orange, burnt orange kind of color. I love a burnt orange. Any time of the year. So, has Starbucks come out with their pumpkin spice lattes yet? I'm not a pumpkin spice latte kind of girl. I like their other kind of coffees. That they usually come out with. But we've got Dutch Brothers right across the street from our Starbucks, and I usually go to Dutch Brothers. And get my coffee from them. First of all, I think Starbucks coffee tastes burnt most of the time. And Dutch Brothers just has better tasting coffee. Second of all, the employees at Dutch Brothers are just so much fun. They're usually a lot younger. And they're always in a good mood. The Starbucks employees are not always in a good mood. Probably because they work for Starbucks. Just saying. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into Faint of Heart. This kind of dark color here. Well, this is a nice color. I like this color. Kind of a reddish brown. A reddish brown. I'm just gonna blend that in. We're just doing my normal kind of look today. And we'll use one or two shimmers. Maybe two, because there's so many in here. And I want to get as much use out of this palette as possible. We've got that great Colourpop quality, that formula that blends so well. So everything is blending beautifully. Love this look. Gonna go back into that peach margarita though. And just blend, 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 blend. And now I want a peach margarita. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit. Okay, let's go into this sizzle color. It's a good peachy orange, and put it in the back part of my lid. This is a nice what am I trying to say? It's your normal kind of shimmer. Now I'm looking for something with a little more pizzazz to it. I used gold dipped yesterday. Let's see what is this called? Fire sign. Let's see what fire sign does. Okay, it's nice. Again, just your normal kind of shimmer. Let me see what is this called? Burning Up. This seems to have some glitters in it. Let's put this in the middle for a little bit of pizzazz. Yeah. Now we've got some shimmers. Now we've got some pizzazz in here. It's funny how I find myself liking glitters more. Like microfine glitters. Okay, I'm gonna go put some eyeliner on, and some mascara, and put my wig on, and I will be right back with the second look. Okay, and here we have look number 2. I did put Molten in my inner corner, and I brought this color Faint of Heart down under my lash line. So here we have look number 2. I think this turned out really well. As well, I still think I like look number 1 better, but we will have to see. I do like this Burning Up shade a lot, kind of like I like the gold dipped color with a little bit of shimmers in it, shimmer glitters in it. So that's a fun color. Definitely a fun color to have in here. But okay, so here we go. The white balance keeps getting thrown off. Here we go with look number 2. Let's go ahead and do a look in number 3. Okay, today is day number 3, and well, let's look at the palette. Let us look at the palette. I'm thinking about doing a darker look today. Maybe with these looks. I'm having a hard time talking today. Maybe with these bottom row shades. There's 2 shades, these 2 rows of shades on the bottom. Maybe using this red here, this Up in Flames. Did I use that one already? I don't know. Maybe, but I didn't use it. I might have used it, but not in the way that I plan on maybe using it today. But we will see. We will see. I am not ready. I do not have all my things together. I am very ill prepared today. I have one goal in mind today, and that is to secure some concert tickets that I want. And that is like the only thing I have on my mind right now. It is not doing my makeup. So without further ado, what do I want to do? Let's go into this shade. Up in Flames. Yeah, let's go up the shade Up in Flames. And work it in here. I'm hoping I can make this a little different from that first look that I made. And make this a little darker than that look. So I'm trying to get tickets for the Backstreet Boys in Las Vegas. I know you're probably asking, did I mention this already in this video? Why I would want to go to that concert? Because I'm like deathly afraid of crowds. I'm a recovering agoraphobic. Because I love the Backstreet Boys so much. And I do love going to Las Vegas. Okay, I'm going into Paprika. Oh goodness. Told you this was going to be a dark look. Or it's going to be an orange look for sure. So, I'm part of the fan club. I bought so I get early access to the tickets. Well, I found out they have a residency in this summer, this summer, and it's almost up. And I knew I couldn't go because I didn't have vacation time. I think I talked about this in the Get Ready With Me. But then they opened up dates. Okay, I'm going into hot chocolate. They opened up dates in December and January. I'm going to try to get tickets for January 3rd. Or at least one ticket for me. Oh, a nice orangey chocolate look. That's what we're going for today. Yeah, I did talk about it because I remember singing in the video. But today is the day I get the tickets. And that is my goal. Yeah, because I admitted my guilty pleasure was listening to them. That's right. That's right, that's right, that's right. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, let's think about shimmers. And let's get real with shimmers today. Getting real with shimmers today. Let's use this Java. It's a dark shimmer. And let's put this in the back part of the lid. We're putting that back there. How are we doing on time? That is a pretty shimmer. I used to always put on shimmers with a brush, but I just found that I like doing it these days with my fingers instead. Okay, let's go for something a little more orangey. Let's go for this scorch color. Oh yeah. Mix it in with that dark brown. This burnt orange and that dark java brown. Get the finger oils in there. Okay. Yes, we have a nice dark look today. What are we thinking? Let's try to blend these edges out up here. I have nothing on this brush except some leftover highlighter. Okay, I'm going to finish off the look, put on some eyeliner, mascara, put on my wig, and I will be right back with the final look. Okay, so this is the third look that we've got going on with this palette. I put the shade Hot Chocolate in my lower lash line and the shade Death Valley in my inner corner. Yeah, I'm liking this look. We're gonna have to start getting creative though for the last two looks, because I'm not sure what I want to do for the last two looks. We're gonna have to start getting creative here, trying to figure out what we want to do. Maybe do something a little lighter, although I feel like we did that with yesterday's look, but we can go even lighter. We'll have to see. We will have to see. But I like this dark look. I like this with some dimension to it. Let me know what you think so far. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to look number 4. Okay, we're doing look number 4 today. And I'm going to make it a red look. So we are going to go into Up in Flames today. And I'm going to put it right here. A red and a light look. We're going to make it look kind of like look number 1. So I'm going to put this right here. Right here. Make this as red as possible looking. Well, not as possible looking, because I want to put some of the cream white here in this area here. I neglected to clean my brushes yesterday, so oops on that. So oopsie on that. So I need to find a clean brush here. And going into that Death Valley color that I used that first day. And put it in the crease in the front portion of my eye here. We'll create, we mix those two together there. I did score a ticket to the Backstreet Boys show. Now, it is just a general admission ticket, but I am going to be up close to the stage. But it is going to be in the standing room only section. And it is going to be my personal ninth circle of hell, seeing as I don't like being around crowds and all that. But I will be up close and personal to the stage. I should get some great pictures. And it's not for another 4 months. 4.5 months, I should say. So I have that long to get my flights and accommodations in order. Get that back, that Up in Flames back at there. But I have my ticket in order for January 3rd. And I'm so excited. And I spent all yesterday trying to get a ticket. It was very stressful. Okay, next we're going to go into, do I want to go into hot in here, or do I want to go into chai latte, or back into hot chocolate, or faint of heart? Maybe faint of heart. It's that kind of purpley color. I don't want to lose that hot in here. I mean that Up in Flames color though. So I just want to use a little bit. I don't want to blend it too much. Up in Flames. I keep wanting to say open flame. Up in Flames. Okay, now I want to use this shade Like Lava. Like Lava. It's a very red shimmer. Red shimmy shimmer. I didn't use this one yet, have I? I didn't use it yesterday, did I? Did I? I don't think so. I think I used a brown. It's like lava. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to use another. I don't think I'm going to use another shimmer. Or am I? Or am I? Let's see what Death Valley looks like if I just used it here. Yeah, I'm just going to use Death Valley here. And blend it in. Risky move, but I think it'll pay off. Does this look too much like yesterday's look? Maybe. Let me put some more Death Valley in here. So, is there anything worth checking out lately in the makeup world? Let me know in the comments down below. Anything you'd like me to try? Any palettes in my collection you'd like to see me do for my 5 looks 1 palette? Just let me know down below in the comments. Okay. Now what did I use? That Faint of Heart? That Faint of Heart color. Let's bring that down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit down here. I'll probably use that as eyeliner too. So I'm going to do that. Put it on as some eyeliner. Put on some mascara. Put on my wig. Think about cleaning my brushes. And, yeah. I will be right back. Okay, and here we have look number 4. I think it's a lot redder looking than most of the other looks. I think it kind of looks like look number 1, just a little more just a little darker, and I really like it. It has a lot of depth and dimension to it. Let me check and make sure we don't have, yes, it needs to be cleaned up some. And that is fine. I like my mascara, but it is a little messy. It is a tad bit on the messy side. Okay, let me know what you think down in the comments, and then we will move on. Again, here's what it looks like. And then we will move on to the fifth and final look. Okay, we are on to the finale, day number 5. And I think I want to do a brown look. And we are actually going to stick to this last level here and do a neutral kind of look. So let me pick out my shades. And I do like using that kind of cream color in my in the inner part of my eye there. I do like that effect that I use on my eye there. So I'm just trying to pick out the right brushes that I want to use. Is this the right brush? Just trying to figure out what brushes I'm using. Okay. So we're going to go into this What a Babe color here. It is a kind of a warm brown color, and use it here in the eye, of course, in the eye. It is Thursday, so that marks the end of the days that I do the 5 looks, 1 palette. So I do it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday is when I do my get ready with me for work, where I use a relatively new palette in my collection. Tomorrow I will be using the Smolder palette by Cosmic Beauty. And then Saturday, I'm hoping to do a certain kind of video, but if not, then I'm going to be doing a Shop My Stash. Going into Death Valley. I really love that color, Death Valley. For the inner part of my eye. Just loving this kind of look. I know I'm not being that original with the kind of looks that I'm doing, just with the colors of the look that I'm doing. The shades that I'm doing. Okay, just blending those together. We'll put more shimmers on today. We'll do that. Okay, and then I'm going to go into, we've been using that a lot, that Faint of Heart. We're going into Hot Chocolate today. Yeah, that's a good color. So that is what the look is looking like. We've got a pretty look. It's just really dark today. Let's kind of soften. Let's kind of blend this out up here. It's kind of hard. Got a hard line up here. Let's kind of soften this up here. And blend these together. There, that looks better. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. Okay. Wow, that is looking nice. Let's go into this, what is that called? Extreme heat? Oh, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that right now for sure. Let's put this in the back part of the lid. It's got some red in it. Okay, let's go back into this gold digger color, or gold dipped color. And put it up here. It's got some shimmy shinies in it. We'll use this at the beginning of the week. Oh yeah. Kind of give it a little bit of orangey look. What are we thinking? What are we thinking of the look? Kind of got a hard line here. We'll soften that. Blend out. On both sides. Okay, let's do an inner corner. Let's do an inner corner. Let's do molten. I've got molten here. Oh, it's very powdery. Are we liking this look? going back into Death Valley. Okay, and then I'm going back into hot chocolate and bringing it down a little bit here. I don't think I'm gonna use it for an eyeliner though. I think I'm gonna go eyelinerless on my top lid. Or am I? I just feel kind of shiny right now. I feel kind of shiny. Let me tap this down. Yeah, I'll put some eyeliner on my top lid. I'll do mascara. I'll put my wig on. We'll take a look at the final look and see, and judge it in. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, here is the 5th and final look that we got going on here. Let me just touch it up a little. I did add a little bit more brown to it while I was offline, and a little bit up here. I forgot what the color shade name was, but I did add a little bit more there, and I did add the eyeliner, the hot chocolate eyeliner. And yeah, I think I like this look, but I think my favorite look, again, this is the look. Again, I think my favorite look was yesterday's look. This might be my second favorite look though. This might be my second favorite look, and then I think the first look I did was my 3rd favorite look, and then I don't know, days 2 and 3 were like my least favorite looks, but this is like my second favorite look. But yesterday's was my favorite look, I think. So tell me, what did you think? What did you think of this video? I know it was a longer video. It was over an hour long. Do you like these kind of videos? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you watched all the way through. Let me know what your favorite look was. Let me know if you want me to keep on doing these types of videos. And yeah, just what your thoughts are, what your favorite look was, and any palettes you would like me to see, that you would like to see me do for the palette, 5 looks 1 palette project, anything like that. So let me know all your thoughts and comments down below, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and maybe you don't want to leave a comment. Please leave a thumbs up though anyway, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this with your friends if you think they would enjoy it, and I will see you hopefully, I'm doing a live tonight if you're watching this on a Monday. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Okay, I will see you later. Okay, goodbye.